In another show of alleged force and no judgment, little Marco Rubio and Trump have blown up another Venezuelan boat. Uh, we have yet to see any proof that they were involved in illegal activity and/or coming to the United States at all. We do know from the report from the military last week that the first boat that they blew out of the water, allegedly with 11 people on it, um, was heading back to Venezuela and not to someplace else when our military blew those people out of the water. They're not paying attention to the law in this country. Why the hell should they pay attention to international law? So let's talk about the violence in this country and the language that is coming out, and who's the person that is most responsible on the Republican side. It's the person who claims to be president for all of the United States. And I say claims because he has no idea what it means to lead this country and what it means to represent all the people. This is the guy who said that we should train 9 guns to shoot Liz Cheney. He said that there was a protester at one of his rallies. He asked people to rough him up. The, he said that if somebody throws a tomato at him, uh, 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 during one of his rallies, people should beat the hell out of the guy, and he promised to pay their legal bills. He was perfectly happy to say that the United States against international law should bring back waterboarding. Uh, uh, there was a protester at one of his rallies. He said he thinks he should go down and punch the guy in the face. What else do we have? He pardoned the people on January 6th who broke in to the Capitol and threatened to hang Mike Pence because they were patriots. They were thugs. They were gang members. They were people who were committing violent acts. So even if you agreed with their sentiment that the election was fixed, and I will note that 60 of 61 courts said that there was no evidence that Trump and his big mouth people were able to present of false voting, and the other court said to the extent there was any fraudulent voting, it was so minimal that it didn't affect anything. Then we have uh, Trump also on January 6th saying that to his people in the White House, he didn't care if the protesters had weapons. They weren't coming after him to kill him. They were going after congressional people. He suggested that General Miley should be sentenced to death, and that if people are robbing stores, they should simply be shot. Well, what about all the people Trump robbed and his investors? The people who went to Trump University, they were defrauded by Trump. What's the difference between that and robbing a store? What's the difference between the people he didn't pay building his buildings? What's the difference between his failed airlines and contractors that didn't get paid because of the bankruptcy? That's the same thing as going into a store to shoot people. That he says people should be shot. Somehow I don't think he should be shot because he's cheated people. What about all of his crimes that he's obviously committing to steal money from the American people through his cryptocurrency? That's no different than robbing a store. Trump is very selective in who he talks about as robbing the people. And I think that if you look at his administration and their securities fraud and trading inside information, there are a lot of people robbing those stores.